Touch gloves if you want. Break. Judge. Timekeeper.
In many ways, this is a boy versus a man. A 19-year-old versus a 34-year-old seasoned veteran who just ate a front kick to the chin. And Hadar's not wasting any time making an impact.
No, he's in a very aggressive style. So I anticipated him coming out really hard like this, but he's got to be careful jumping in like that, eating a nice overhand from Kemayo.
Kemayo does have 46 wins by knockout. So you're right about being careful if you're the problem child.
But Hadar had to take this fight because he said nobody wants to fight him, so he doesn't really have a choice but to fight those higher experienced guys.
He's so confident in speaking with him the other day. Says he's already ready for a title opportunity. He wants to go right to the top, not waste any time. He doesn't want to win on points, wants to win by knockout. Imad Hadar. And is that a knockdown? I guess not. And if you're Freddy Kemayo, when you find out that Glory's putting you against this 19-year-old newcomer, is that almost a slap in the face? Like, you know what, we want this guy to look good. We think he can beat you.
Well, I think Kemayo knows that he's still a dangerous opponent no matter how young he is. But you can see the pressure, and Hadar's going to keep coming in there and throwing bombs, but he needs to watch out for the counter-punching of Kemayo.
Right hand to the body from Hadar.
It looks like Kemayo's just content with counter-punching. He's not really throwing too much volume.
Couple good body shots there from Hadar. Kemayo calls himself a lion with a ton of experience, and he's going to eat Hadar alive. But right now he just ate a head kick.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be doing much. He's too content with waiting and counter-punching. So this is where Hadar needs to stay long and stay active and not get overly aggressive. Pick his shots.
Cutting the weight like Kemayo did, and I would assume the pounds and the muscle structure as well. How does that play into a fighter's physique and to his mentality in there?
Well, it all depends how he approached his weight cut. If he waited to the last minute, yes, it could affect you. But if he did his homework and started cutting weight from early in his camp, it shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, and a straight right hand. Paul Nichols deciding that was not an official knockdown. Some people may second guess that decision.
But Kemayo woke up.
Kemayo did wake up, and even though it wasn't an official knockdown, certainly a confidence booster for the Frenchman. Imad Hadar, the problem child, just 19 as we mentioned. We asked him his favorite move. He said knee strikes with knockout power.
And you see that when Kemayo's against the rope, that's when Hadar throws those flying switch knees and does a good job with them. But he needs to be careful lunging in like that and eating one of those counter shots.
As for Freddy Kemayo, he's a warrior. His favorite move is also the knee, adding a left hook. Veteran heavyweight with over 100 professional fights. And he's 2-0 at light heavyweight.
I'd like to see him use that experience a little bit more like he did at the end of this round, where he was able to score that, what Paul Nichols called a off-balance strike, but you can see it hit the pec. I agree with Paul Nichols on that decision.
A shot to the pec. Don't hear that too often. So in the end, most likely the right decision for Paul Nichols. Should have never doubted him in the first place. But Freddy Kemayo did put Hadar on his backside. Round 2 scheduled for 3. Kemayo in the white gloves, Hadar wearing black.
And Hadar does have an experienced team behind him. He trains with Ishmael Lant's former team. He also goes to Hemmer's gyms quite often to get sparring with Earl Zimmerman and all the great fighters that Hammer's gym has.
Yeah, we asked him if he was concerned about Freddy Kemayo's power. He said, listen, I spar with Jamal bin Sadiq. I am not scared of Freddy Kemayo. Jamal Sadiq coming off a win over Guto Inocenc. There was rumors he might fight Rico Verhoeven next month, but apparently suffered an injury and could not take the fight. Instead, it'll be Rico Verhoeven versus Ismail Lazar. May 20th in Den Bosch, the Netherlands. Straight right hand connects for Kemayo.
Kemayo's doing well when he's throwing, so he needs to continue to throw those 1-2s down the middle. But he needs to be more active. It seems like Hadar is waiting a little bit more and being a little bit more patient this round.
Hadar expended a lot of energy in the beginning parts of that first round. A couple of running knees, flying knees. So now they're both starting to settle in. Let's see if the experience of Kemayo can shine through.
Well, this is where Kemayo needs to keep the fight.
And that's a knockdown.
It looked like one of those shots clipped the jaw of Hadar.
It almost looked like he was setting up some sort of spinning attack and lost his balance. We'll have to see the replay, but obviously Hadar is frustrated and now has to really press the attack.
Yeah, because he's caught.
Hadar ate that right hand. Sorry, Joe. Now Kemayo teeing off and Hadar takes a knee. The problem child is in big trouble. Is he going to get up? Paul Nichols said it's over. And Freddy Kemayo, the Lion, the veteran, refuses to go out like that to a 19-year-old.
And that's what experience does for you. He stayed patient that first round, weathered the storm of Hadar, and then really picked it up in that second round. So good job at Kemayo, successfully winning at as a light heavyweight. And yeah, let's see what Hadar does back in his camp to improve.
Here's the first knockdown. It was a sneaky shot of some sort. We didn't really see it. Paul Nichols, our referee, did. Here it comes, Joe.
Let's see what clipped it. It didn't look really like a damaging shot, but this is a look at the second one, which seemed to be set up with a straight right to the body.
Uppercut there.
But it seemed like it was off the guard. Maybe the power punching pushed Hadar's elbow into the liver, but
it may have been an accumulation of punches that began to slowly wear Hadar down and finally out. Hadar loses for the first ever time, and another win for Crazy Horse Freddy Kemayo will make it official when the Glory Super Fight Series returns.